ordinance. So an ordinance has to say, have a second reading, and then it's 30 days after the second reading. So
Okay.
it might take all the way to July to start applying that. So it will be an impact in the budget that we prepare. So we're talking about maybe August, if
Okay,
I'm not
well,
mistaken.
let's do this. Let's
Okay.
table it and we'll talk about that. How's that? I'll
Okay.
make a motion to table it.
So, okay, so I think, we need to make sure that we have a backup in the calendar
right
projections.
direction.
So, yeah, so, is that your motion to table?
Yeah, table it.
So table it, okay.
Do I have a second? Roll call.
Mayor Camilo Garcia,
Yes,
Mayor Pro Tem Javier Moreno,
Yes.
Councilmember Gloria Romo. Motion passed.
thank you. Item 19, appointment of a primary representative and alternate to the Imperial County Transportation Commission, ICTC, Board, City Clerk.
I make a motion to appoint you.
Okay, that was good.
Well, hold on, you want it?
Yeah,
Okay, so I'll appoint it. Okay, move.
roll call. Oh, comments, any comments? No, no comments? Okay, let's vote.
Mayor Camilo Garcia.
Yes,
Mayor Pro Tem Javier Moreno.
Yes.
Councilmember Gloria Romo.
and
Motion
then we
passed.
forgot to also mention the alternate. Do we have any volunteers in
I
alternate?
volunteer for that. I'd like to be considered for that as the mayor pro tem.
Okay,
I'll make a motion for that.
second.
Mayor Camilo Garcia.
Yes, we're voting for an alternate.
Who's the alternate? Yes, sir.
Mayor Pro Tem Javier Moreno.
Yes.
Councilmember Gloria Romo. Motion passes.
Thank you. Now we move to the emergency item from the fire department. So-
Yes, this item was brought by the police, the Calexico Firefighters Association. They submitted an application to the community benefit program with the county. And under this program, they want to bring equipment, but unfortunately, you can see in the quotes that they received and everything, they did all the homework. And there needs some matching funds to be able to complete this program for the fire station number 1. And I have Mr. Joshua Paddock available if you have any questions, or maybe he can illustrate to you how it works. But I think it's, for what I understand, it's a very beneficial program for the firefighters. They will lower the incidence of heart attacks, yes, by implementing this program. So, Mr. Paddock, or Chief.
I was going to introduce him because he's a little shy, Hello, newly appointed mayor, city council, and city manager. My name is Matthew Bush. I am the current acting fire chief for the Calexico Fire Department. Over the last year, my colleague Josh Paddock and I applied for a community benefit grant with the Imperial County Board of Supervisors with the intention to have a healthier firefighter respond to citizens of Calexico and all Imperial Valley through mutual aid. We come here today to propose a joint effort project between the City of Calexico and the Calexico Firefighters Association Health and Wellness Program. Funding used would be to acquire and have installed at the Fire Station 1 a heart saver and room remote tone out alerting system. If the city agrees to share the cost of the needed system, the Calexico Firefighter Association will donate the equipment that we will buy with the grant funding we have acquired. Now here's Josh Paddock with more information.
Good evening, council. Thanks for taking us on at the last minute. I'm sorry it's an emergency item. I don't know our time constraints. I did have a PowerPoint ready. I don't know what the constrictions are. I can run through it really quick. If not, whatever information you guys need on it, I can definitely provide. Congratulations, Mayor Garcia, on your new appointment. But this is an ever-evolving project. It's been going on for about a year now, just kind of unfolding and unfolding. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. If you could just kind of elaborate what the system will do for you. I know that City Manager Colio briefed me earlier on the system. So you, for the community purposes to know what,
Yeah, sorry.
we are being asked, and I think it's a great thing, but if you can just elaborate on what that system will do for you.
Yeah, and it's one part of a again, multi-step system. I won't go into all the other facets of it, but revamping the whole dispatch, the way we dispatch to an internet system, which will decrease response times, get to a call faster, 20 to 30 seconds faster. That's all facets put in place. But the one we're talking about, and the one we think would benefit us to provide better service to the community and better health to us, it is a room remote system. And number one, there's a couple different facets to it. It is the room remote system. Right now we have 10 guys responding out of one station. We're the busiest station in Imperial Valley, 5,000 calls coming out of there, average of 14 calls a day. Again, the busiest. We currently have every call that comes out wakes up 9 or 10 people. Every time only 2 people are going to the call 80% of the time, medical aids. So that takes a toll on you after a while. There's been technologies put out like these that do room remotes. They only dispatch the unit that's going. Let the other guys sleep, get that rest, get that recuperation. So when we come to your house for an emergency, we're rested, our mind is clear. Clear, it can't be always clear at 3 o'clock in the morning, but at least we got a couple hours of sleep. These systems they've been around for a few decades. Unfortunately, it hasn't gone down here. That's fine. And it would all the health problems that go along with firefighters. We have a decreased life expectancy, more cardiac incidents than most professions, more likely for stroke. And these tones they've been finding have been attributing to that. The second facet of it is called heart saver or ramp up tones. Our current tone out system is about 30 to 40 years old. It's your old PA system through the 800 megahertz radios. It's a shock to the heart. As guys at the station say, it's a punch in the chest in the middle of the night. Very loud, one tone, 100 miles an hour as it goes. This is just the way the technology was back then. They call it ramp up tones or heart saver tones. It ramps up in audio to kind of a little softer to wake you up. How would you like to get woken up at night? Shaking in the bed, or kind of, hey, wake up, wake up. I know when you get there fast, but how many calls do we get, that type of thing? And that build up over a 25 or 30 year career, that is shown to start taking effects psychologically and physically. And we're just trying to mitigate unnecessary stress as much as possible where we can. It's part of the health and wellness project of the Calexico Firefighter Association. Again, that's just a couple facets of it. There's a whole bunch of other ones. It's going to be a part of one facet of a complete overhaul with dispatch, which we're working on, and Ms. Colio's finding a lot of funding outside the city, which is awesome. That we're doing many different facets. So she's really good at that, finding funding outside of the city, and we can kind of complete that. If there's, like I said, I know there's time constraints. If there's any questions about it, I can elaborate more. In the quote too is lighting systems. The lighting systems alert you, a pre-alert before even the tone comes out. So you see a light, okay, the tone's gonna call. It kind of calms you down, okay, a little bit, okay, we can go. We have multiple guys have been treated for tachycardias at our department, high heart rates. This type of tone out that we currently have has been shown through studies that it will take your heart rate up to the 160s right when you hear the tone. It's so loud, it's so blunt. This is just the way it was, and we've evolved in technology to kind of figure out how these are negative effects on that. So with these tone-up systems, it keeps that heart rate down. The heart rate, when it goes up, it increases your cortisol, gets you stressed out, gets you tired quicker. Again, any questions? Sorry.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that the public knows about this, and this is to continue to improve the working conditions and how, also there is opportunities available for them to go after this money. So with that,
Mayor Garcia, if you want me to add one item more.
yes.
This
One-
is
one
just the
item-
beginning. No, this is just the beginning of the program for fire station number 1.
Okay.
We're hoping to get additional funding, and we're working with the state to get additional funding for the dispatcher center and the fire station number 2. We don't have that mechanism of the funding available to do it, to do the overall project on the 2 stations and the dispatcher center.
Okay. So hopefully that hope goes to reality.
Yes.
But appreciate that, and with that,
We,
if there's a public comment. I know I said until 10, we were gonna be here until 10. So if we can add to another, until 10:15. So I know there's a public comment. So if I have a motion to extend to 10:15.
So move.
we, did, I'm sorry, go ahead. We did have a representative,
Yeah.
licensed therapist here.
So we'll go ahead and, everybody's, in favor, say aye,
Aye.
extending? Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, and we did, oh, sorry, go ahead. We did have a licensed therapist here too to speak on the mental side of it. Sorry about that. Go ahead, stop. So much to say.
Public comment from Oscar Pesqueira.
Good evening. I'll make it quick. For those, just to relate, if I know last month we had a fairly large quake, like around 12:30 at night. Some of you, how did you wake up from that? How did you feel? It feels pretty bad. We go through it 2-3 times a night, 10, 12, 15 times a month. So if we do the math, this is going to save us to keep focused, keep healthy. I was one of the ones that was treated for tachycardia, but I've been doing it for 25 years or more. So it takes its toll. Those out there thinking you signed up for it, yes, we did, but time has gone on. Technology, we have advanced so much, and we're so far behind. This is going to help us keep focus on the best treatment to response in the long run. It's not just about trying to sleep, let these guys do all the work, the ones who are on the ambulance, because 80% of our calls is that. It's not that. If we can get 2 to 3 hours of sleep, so we get that fire, see rescue, God forbid, 3 o'clock in the morning, so we need to be sharp. So we appreciate it. You already voted. Thank you very much. So we need to move forward. Hopefully think about the future for Station 2, wherever that may be. Thank you very much. I want to thank Josh Paddock, Matt Bush. They put in a lot of time, a lot of work. A couple of times, Josh, I would see him up in the front office at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to work on this, while he has to stay focused on going to calls and doing fires. That took tons of time. So for that, Matt, thank you very much, and I thank you all for the time.
Thank you.
Good night.
Anybody else, public comment on this item? That's it? So, again, do I have a motion to approve?
So approved.
Second. So roll call?
Mayor Camilo Garcia.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Javier Moreno.
Yes.
Councilmember Gloria Romo. Yes. Motion passes.
So now we'll go to future agenda items.
If I may start?
You're talking about the June, right? Because we're going to have a special meeting for the elections. The appointments.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Moreno.
Go ahead. Okay, so we table the item plus stipend, bring back next meeting on that. Also, number 2 is the Carnegie Library. What's up with the ACs, right? They don't
We
have new
are,
ACs.
we are in discussions with San Diego State
So bring
University
that
for a
back, the
contract.
report. Yeah, the
Okay.
report.
Okay.
And then also the Heber Park and the New River updates on those,
Yes.
Also-
Heber Park,
right? And New River also, New River.
New River improvements or New
Just
New
an
River
update,
Parkway?
an update on it, whatever you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Parkway.
Also, the EV station, an update on that. And last but not least, a report from Whole Group. We paid them $100,000. I would like to have them come in and give us an update on the fire department number 2 here in person, if they can, please. That's all.
Okay. I want to go back to Fire Station 2 and Town Hall. At the last meeting, we said that we wanted that to happen. And I know that I spoke to, Superintendent from the school district, last night. And I did mention that we wanted to hopefully use the facility, maybe one of the schools on the west side of town.
Yes.
And he was very accommodating and entertaining that idea. So if
We-
you can just get that going, and I'll give you his information. I will probably, you have it already, so you can coordinate that. as
Ms.
soon as-
Palomir is arranging that meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know if she,
We'll come back.
but yeah, so I already spoke to them. So if that can happen
Thank you.
soon. And then one last thing that I think has come up, quite often, and that we really need to put this together. And I know, Mr. Moreno, you're asking for all these items, and I know that we are asking for too many things, but time is of the essence. What I want is to really work on a volunteer program. I know that, I'm looking at, Denise right here, not putting you on the spot, Denise. But then also, we need to make sure that we find ways to make that work. Because if things are going to get done, also it's going to be with the help of the community. So if we can work on that, I would really appreciate it. And that's all for me for now. With that, meeting adjourned.